Hi, this is Kelly Hawkins. Usually I wake up with Kelly Hawkins, but today I'm doing something different. Actually, it's something I used to do. I used to have a podcast where I read this book. I think that was in 2007, maybe 2006. And it was on Gcast and all got lost and deleted from the internet. So I'm going to reread it for you. I made a website about it. Actually, the book was given to my dad by I think his sister, but she had an original mimeograph from the person who wrote it. And, well, it's kind of a oxymoron, original mimeograph, but, one she originally made. And I made a website for it. I typed everything in, and this is how it was typed. I don't believe I made any edits to this one, although I did make a better version with edits. This one looks to be typos and everything. And it's the story of how my family came to America. It's called Great Grandfather, and it's by Martha E. Figley. And I will post the website, or put a link up on the YouTube. Okay, so hopefully this audio is okay, because I already did this once, and the audio was terrible. And hopefully this audio will be better for you. And here is the preface. This is the true story of my great-grandfather, and he would have indeed become a great man had not fate and circumstances ruled otherwise. So great, in fact, was his background, that for almost 100 years the story could not be told. Now that sufficient time has elapsed, all harm from telling of this story has been removed, and our dear elders have left us for indeed a better world, we hope. Since this is his life story, we are omitting all bibliography, reference books, and using only these foregoing statements to prove that we know that our story is correct. Encyclopedia Britannica, volume number 3, page 385, under Bonaparte states that the first consul in the year of 1802 married Hortense Eugenie Beauharnais to Louis Bonaparte, and that it was a union which led to most deplorable results. While Universal Standard Encyclopedia, Funke Wagnalls, by Joseph Lathon Morse, comes right out with the statement that Queen Hortense Eugenie and Louis, the King of Holland, gave their 2 sons to the Bourbon kings to raise, and other books make the statement that this was the most tragic marriages of all times. Great-grandfather was one of the above-mentioned sons, and along with his story, you will also learn what became of his older brother. It is not true that they were given away as children. They were married and had families of their own before the tragic happenings began that changed their lives entirely. They had to flee many, many times, but outstanding in the story is the flight they had to make. After being in the Revolution in Italy during the year 1831, and how their mother feared for them, and the attempts she made for them on their behalf, you will find this in volume number 3, page 390 of Encyclopedia Americana under Beauharnais. It tells that both boys had to flee from Italy, and of the great concern of their mother. Then from the 4 imperial houses in Europe, the 2 men and their families come to a one-room cabin, deep in the forest of a strange country. So wrote Tsar Nicholas in the story of his life, and he was declared insane. This is the true story of the lives of those noble people, and their first struggles for existence, and the many sacrifices they had to make for themselves as well as their children. Though it may seem unbelievable to you, it is the truth, and there is not much more we can say. Read the story, please, then judge for yourself, and you will understand why we think it is so important that the graves of these 2 men and their wives should be preserved in their memory before progress causes them to disappear entirely. Okay, that is the preface, and I will continue to read this book. and upload them to YouTube. I appreciate you watching and listening. Thank you.